بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Since September 2019, the Islamic Education Trust Human Welfare Department has positively touched over 6,500 lives through its intervention program, the food aid program, the financial aid program, Qurbani meat distribution during Eid al-Adha, Widows Empowerment Program, the Orphan Care Program, and the Tree Planting Program. For this good work to continue and be sustained, we need your continuous support. Jazakumullahu khairan as we look forward to your generous donation. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome back. We've been discussing about the kind of problems we face in businesses, in life, and how we overcome them. And some of these come very slowly. In the Yoruba culture, one type of food, others have it, but one food that is sometimes very much appreciated is snails. And one of my secondary school teachers, Mrs. Pele, chemistry teacher, once said, excellent teacher, may Allah reward her. She was explaining how they are able to prepare small snails. There's the big snail, there's the small snail. Because if you get the small snail, and you want to eat the foot, that fleshy part of the snail, if you say you are going to wait for the snail to bring its head out, you will be there till God knows when. If you say you will get a stone and crush it, you will crush it inside its shell and the meat will be full of the shells. So what is their way of catching the snail with the head completely out, the whole foot out? She said they will get, if you pour hot water on the snails, they will all go inside and die. So what do? They get all these small snails, put them inside a bowl of cool water. And because they are in cool water, after a few minutes, they come out with their heads and they are moving. Then they take the bowl with the snails in cool water and put that on the stove. And it starts to heat gradually. Because the temperature is rising gradually, the snails don't quickly put their heads back into their shells. They stay there moving as the temperature is rising. The temperature is now moving from cold to cool to warm to slightly hot. Gradually they start to slow down. But because there isn't a sudden change in temperature, the snails eventually die with their heads out. Human beings are similar. There was a similar experiment done in France by some students. They got a frog and put the frog inside a bowl of hot water. As soon as they dropped the frog inside the water, the frog jumped out of the hot water. But then they got a frog and put the frog inside a bowl of cool water. And the frog didn't jump out. They took the frog in the bowl and put it onto the stove. And the water temperature was rising gradually, getting warm and getting hot and hotter, until the frog could no more move its legs. And it died and got boiled in that water. Poor frog. But most human beings are similar. When changes come gradually, we tolerate them. When you say somebody's children are spoiled, it didn't happen overnight. It's small. When you say a marriage broke, it didn't happen overnight. It's small. They tolerated small rubbish. They didn't handle things in time when they were still small till they gathered and it was too hot to handle or too cold to hold. When you are running a business or you see a business opportunity or you are working in partnership with people, the moment you see one small problem, address it quickly. Because if you tolerate a small problem, it will become part of the landscape. You employ somebody. Today is his first day of work, and he comes late. And you think that's not a problem? Treat it quickly. Otherwise, it will be just taken as you are okay with that. You've just employed somebody to clean the place up, and he's not doing it properly. And to you, no problem. You've just employed somebody to go and do something, and he told one small lie, and you didn't sit him down. Hey, oh guy, no lies here. You didn't treat it. It will become part of the furniture, part of the landscape, what is considered the new norm. So just like the snails, if you don't want to be caught with your head out, or the frog who gets boiled in its own hot water, if you don't want your business to crash, the moment you see something small that is wrong, whether it's in your family, whether it's in your business, treat it immediately and don't look at it as it's just small. Why? You will get used to small. That's how the temperature rises 1 degree at a time. 1 degree is not a big deal. Degree number 2 is not a big thing. Every degree rise in temperature is not a big deal. But when you look at it over time, you understand why your business will crash. Be very careful about tolerating too much nonsense in business. Yes, people make mistakes, but learn what's a mistake. If a sensible person makes a mistake, yes, you could say mistake. It's human to err. But if a sensible person keeps repeating a mistake, and you start saying, this person must be stupid, be careful, you may be the stupid one for thinking he is stupid. When you see money is going missing, and you count it, and it wasn't complete, and, oh, anyway, everybody makes mistake. Be careful how many mistakes you tolerate. Why? You may start tolerating things that are not mistakes. So yes, we should be forgiving, but we should be just. We should realize that just like Sharo, there are some difficult decisions that you will need to make. However, you must be ready to confront brutal facts. Business does not succeed where there is no honesty and openness. If you don't like something, talk quickly. There was a story of a scorpion that wanted to cross a stream. He wanted to cross the water. And he came to the frog and told the frog, please, can you carry me on your back? I don't know how to swim. The frog said, but I'm afraid you will sting me. Habamana, no. I want to cross. If I sting you, me too, I will drown. The frog said, it's too risky. Sorry, look for somebody else. The scorpion said, Habamana, today I have help. I need your help. You won't help me. Maybe tomorrow you will need my own help. The frog thought. However, but scorpion, on many other occasions, you will be playing with somebody, then you will bite and you say, oh, I'm sorry, it was just my reaction, it was my nature, I'm sorry, and somebody will go and die. It's in your nature to sting. I'm afraid your nature will override your intention and this your plan that you will not sting me. Scorpion begged him. Scorpion told the frog, if I sting you in the water, you will drown. Me too, I will drown. Will I be stupid to drown? So I will not sting you, please. The frog agreed. And the scorpion climbed the frog. They were going, one fish in the water just jumped near them. The scorpion got frightened and just stung the frog. And as the frog was sinking, dying, the frog said to the scorpion, but didn't you say you are not going to sting me, that you man will die? He said, yes, I'm sorry, it was just my habit. Be very careful about people and their habits. It's good to forgive, but you need to know when to draw the line. You give somebody a deadline to produce something, he hasn't done it. You give another deadline, he doesn't know when you are dealing with a scorpion. Let him go, get another person who is looking for a job. If this one is not serious, don't bring compassion into business that you tolerate inefficiency when there are other people looking for work and are ready to work hard. When you want to join a business, when you want to employ somebody, look for past performance. Past performance is the best predictor of future performance. We don't know the future, but the best predictor so far is past performance. So let's say you want to invest in a company. A friend tells you there's a business opportunity for you to go into. Oh, there's this, if you bring this amount of money, they will turn it after 6 months, after 1 year, after 2 months, after 2 weeks, they are going to make this amount of profit. First ask, what is the past performance of this business? How long have they been around for? If they say, no, they are a brand new business, be very careful. Be very careful about somebody who doesn't have a past. It's like somebody wanting to marry your daughter. And you say, tell me about your past. Oh no, forget about the past. Forget about the past? You don't know the past? And you want to go with this person into the future? Be very careful. Who are the directors of this business? Are they known? If you don't know and cannot find out who the directors are, be very careful. When you want to invest in a business, ask yourself, before you take the risk of going into a business, what exactly do they do? In fact, can you in one sentence explain what the business is about? They buy this, they improve it in this way, they add this and they sell. Or they prepare this, they do. Explain it in one sentence. What exactly is the business? If you can't explain it, be very careful. Are the accounts of that business audited? Are the accounts audited? Or no account? Is it registered? Does Corporate Affairs know about it? Does Securities and Exchange Commission know about it? If you hear anything about the business, go and check online. Why? The business may have a history where in other countries it was all 419 and scams and Ponzi schemes. So Google, and don't just look at the first page of Google. Go to page 5, go to page 10 of Google and see what else has been said about this company. Do successful people invest, or is it only you? Be very careful about getting advice on business from people who tell you, I have a lot of experience in business. I tried this business, I failed. I tried this business. That guy is a failure. I don't say he didn't learn, but look for the person who has failed and succeeded. Listen to the person who has succeeded. Don't get people who have tried businesses that have failed, and they are the ones who are going to be advising you on business. Get people who have succeeded. If there's an investment opportunity, ask who else have respected business people invested in that business. Or is it only you? So as we look into business opportunities, let's remember experience matters. Ask those who know if you don't know. Take calculated risks. Don't just jump in. Be very careful when you are managing other people's money. Be very careful about getting friends to invest in something that is new, that you have not verified. If the profit margin sounds too good to be true, it is probably too good to be true. But don't say, I don't want anybody to know about this opportunity. I'm going to invest quietly. Me alone, I'm going to make the profit. Go and get your personal board of directors who is good with business. Among them, ask them. Otherwise, you may become somebody else's scorpion. With all your good intention, you may be a problem for people. Are you a serial debtor? Are you a serial borrower? Be very careful. Generally, we would say about business, take calculated risks, but never give up. You will fall. But the reason why all of us know how to walk today is because even as children, when we would fall, we will stand up one more time. You fall once, stand up. You fall once, stand up. But if you fall 2 times, and on the last one you refuse to stand up, you will never be walking or running today. So let us take responsibility. Let's understand we will have failures, but let these be excellent mistakes. What's an excellent mistake? A mistake you made after you planned properly, you consulted, you've looked at the various strengths and weaknesses, the opportunities and threats, you've taken responsible action and you failed. That is not called a failure. That is an excellent failure. That is an excellent experience. Why? Because you have something to learn. It shows you are brave. And it is people who do that that finally succeed. When you look at the best people in the world at anything, if you start to ask them, tell me about businesses you failed in, tell me about things you failed in, they will give you a longer list than anybody else. But because they persisted, learned from their mistakes, they ended up becoming very good successes, very good mentors. May Allah make it easy for us. We will stop there, inshallah. Until next time, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.